Lord have mercy. We are less than 20% of the United States population. Less than 20% of the United States. But we account for 90% of all beauty purchases. Perm, weave, shea butter, cocoa butter, almond butter, peppermint butter, deodorant, weave perm, wave caps, slick back. And so now you account for 90% of beauty purchases in America. You are a disgrace. You are a disgrace. And you want to criticize me for building a school for our children. You are a disgrace.
Now, we're also going to teach your children dietary and nutritional science. I want our children to be masters of healing the body without no pharmaceuticals from the drugstore. I want that little boy back there, if mommy not feeling well, he can go out to the yard, get some herbs, boil it, put a little honey in it, little cayenne pepper, and knock mommy flu right on out. I want them to be able to heal diabetes. 10 years old, and they know how to heal diabetes. That's what I want in my school. That's what we working towards. So far, we raised $250,000. I'm gracious, but I'm not content, because I know y'all got a lot more to give me than some $250,000. And Dr. Umar Johnson is trying to build a state-of-the-art school for black boys that y'all all know I need. And after 6 months, I only got $250,000. Trifling ass black people. I'm gonna call it like I say it. And I don't care if you get offended. We can handle that outside. We trifling. I should have been had that $2 million. I should have had that $2 million 30 days after I started the fundraiser on May the 20th. It don't make no sense. But y'all sure call me up when the school's messing with your son. Did you make a donation to my school? Oh, not yet. Bye. Click.
Donations. 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 Look how much black people love me. Look how much black people love me. $25 gift certificate, $25 Red Lobster gift certificate.
Lord have mercy. They wear the Louis socks. If Little Kim get her a Gucci bag, then all you rat, lazy Negroes gonna go and do what the celebrities do. The blind is leading the blind.
This is my Prada cologne that was sent to me for my birthday last year. I got this in the mail from a supporter for my birthday. And I kept it. I only wear it for special occasions because it was anonymous birthday gift. A beautiful sister sent me this. Ladies, I want my birthday gifts August 21st. Don't forget. Ladies, I want my birthday gifts August 21st. Don't forget. Ladies, I want my birthday gifts August 21st. Don't forget.
Trifling ass black people.
The Prince of Pan Africanism is back. Showing love to all my donors and supporters.
Lord have mercy. I know the conscious community got y'all lazy. Or they running around this intellectually masturbating old ass information. Like Papa Smurf. That Papa Smurf shit ain't gonna get us nowhere. That Papa Smurf shit ain't gonna get us nowhere. You feel me? Hold on. Yeah.
Sí, señor, ¿cómo está?
Nah, I got this. I got this.
Hello? 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 FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. It's coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG it's coming. 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 FDMG is common thought, is personality. Be twerking, it's twerking.
You guys can hear me. I hope everything's okay with the audio. Okay, this is going to be a real quick live. I just wanted to get, because yesterday while we were live streaming, Umar had responded and he was triggered. He was triggered in particular by Lenon. There's a poll question: is Umar Johnson extremely triggered by Mary Ann and Lenon? He's triggered by both, but in particular, when Lenon talks about Umar, he really loses it. He loses it. And what he tends, and this has happened in the past where I've had Lenon on as an interview guest, and Umar's on his Instagram page, and he's just posting over and over and over again, you know, trying to disparage Lenon, disparage me, so forth and so on. He's like, it's like a crash out type of a situation. So he actually did something similar to that yesterday while we were live stream. I didn't have time to get to what he posted, and what I want to do today is we won't have a quick show. I mean, it could be 20 minutes. I want to get to the post, and I also want to talk a little bit about something that Lenon suggested as a possibility. And that is Umar in control of his Instagram page right now? And more specifically, is he the one posting on his Instagram page right now? And I found this to be fascinating. Okay, so I want to get a little bit into that, but this will be a short show, and then I want to get into these receipts from yesterday that Umar posted, and I just want to kind of have you guys take a look and see what you think. All right, and then we're going to wind down the show. The poll question is: Umar Johnson extremely triggered by Mary Ann and Lenon? We already have 665 votes. 95% say yes, and 5% say no. Say no. Look, y'all in the chat room tripping. 20 minutes means 2 hours. No, I'm serious, because I don't have any videos. I mean, I can go into the archive and pull up stuff, but I don't have any videos because we're actually all caught up on Umar Johnson videos for this year as of yesterday. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. I want to start by going back. This is what Umar posted a couple of days ago. We covered this again. Allegedly, Umar Johnson passed out at an event a couple of days ago. This is what we've been covering over the last couple of days. Allegedly, okay. I still haven't received the receipt to prove it to be 100% true. I do believe Mary Ann Laurent. I've been talking with her and off. I shouldn't say offline, but back and forth over the last couple of days. Totally believe her. But I haven't seen the actual receipt, and until such time that I see the receipt, I'm going to say alleged. Okay, I think that that's fair. That's also being fair to Umar. All right. I've always been fair with Umar. I've never lied on the guy. I never misrepresented facts, anything like that. And, you know, I remember there was a guy who, when he used to go at me for, and I never went back at him, but he used to go at me for years, and he's facing federal charges right now. I think it's I want to say a 9-count indictment for I think it's healthcare fraud and identity theft, and we're talking he could be facing minimum of 2 years in federal penitentiary. And when he came onto the scene, he was lying from the start, saying that I was doctoring Umar Johnson videos, and I think he said audio back then, that I was manipulating audio. I've never done that, but look where he's at now today. I believe it's a 9-count indictment, and I have all the paperwork and stuff. It's just not something I'm going to be addressing. At least I don't think I will. But for years, he was attacking me, attacking my wife, attacking my kids, and the list goes on. And then he was paying people to go at me too, to attack me, to attack my wife, and to attack my kids. This went on for many, many years. I've with the exception of one person, rest in peace, I've never gone back and forth with people. It's not good for my channel. Anyone who has that type of thing where they're just going back and forth with people, their channel it's never successful. At a certain point, the numbers are going to drop because people really don't want to tune into that. People want to have a good time. That's what I offer. We have a good time. I have a good time. Y'all tuning in, obviously you have a good time too. These are felonies. And I remember I was thinking to myself that this guy, he's going to throw it all away. He's going to throw it all away, including his career. And that's precisely what he's done. One by one. That's what I always say to myself, one by one, because karma is undefeated. I'm bringing this up the reason I'm bringing this up is because he came in lying on me to start. And for many, many years, he was involved in that activity. And then look where he's at today. Well, I'm here to tell people I don't lie on people. I don't make up receipts. If people have done that with me, I don't doctor anything. Now, in all fairness, when like for instance, there's been times where we looked at Umar Johnson videos and it's real dark because, you know, it's Umar. When I mean by dark, there's not a lot of lighting. And there's been times where I'll go into a Premiere Pro, and because I have the Adobe Suite, I'll go into a Premiere Pro specifically, and I'll lighten it up so we can see exactly what's inside of each frame, what's inside of the video. And I always tell people that in advance, just, you know, full disclosure. So I'm saying this to say that I've never done that. It's about integrity. Now, with Umar, he's done that. He's lied on a whole bunch of people. He's lied on me. He's lied on Lene. He's lied on Mary Ann, and the list continues, and it goes on and on and on. So I just want to say that because whenever I'm always fair with Umar, including with this situation with the allegation that he fainted. Listen, I'm saying that I believe Mary Ann, but I'm also saying that this is alleged until such time that I receive an actual receipt. And when I receive that receipt, I'll report on it, as I always do, and I'll state it. I'll make it as a statement of fact. It makes sense. I think that's fair. I've always been fair with Umar. Okay. All right. So I want to go back to this first one right here. This is what Umar posted after, this was after Mary Ann had broke the story about Umar allegedly passing out. Wow, we got over 1,000 people already. Got over 1,100 people. Thank y'all so much. It's going to be a quick live stream, okay? Real quick. Umar said, "A good Garvey Day family, please disregard YouTube's struggle streamer propaganda suggesting that the Prince of Pan African suffered a medical emergency of some sort. I just finished having dinner in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, with a beautiful African queen." Now he doesn't show any video of this. That's why in the title for this video I'll put, was it him? Like, and where is Umar for the thumbnail? Having dinner in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, with the beautiful African queen. He could have just shut all this down by live streaming, right? He could have done it as soon as he started getting phone calls, as he said, or people start reaching out to him. He didn't do that. I'm just want people to think about this. Okay, I don't know where this is going with Umar, but we're gonna find out one way or the other. And then he says, "I can assure you that the most requested black scholar in the world is all good and couldn't be better. I want to thank the Ifatunde faithful for checking up on King Kong. It really does mean a lot to me." Notice he's talking as if it's him. But also Umar has a history of talking in the third person, and this is kind of a mix and match with that, but it sounds as if this is Umar talking. Now, I want to show you guys something, because there's times where Umar, he'll post something on his Instagram, and I can tell right away that it's Umar who typed it, but he's acting like someone sent it to him. Umar's been doing that for years. Another thing that Umar's done for many years is he'll post his schedule and he'll put dates on there with question marks and other things on there that it's not as if he's actually speaking there, to make it seem as if he's the most requested scholar. And then when those date passes, sometimes they disappear off his calendar, and then at other times the date passes and you don't see Umar at any of those events. Okay, well, he's something else. So that's the first one to take a look at. Now, here's what he posted yesterday. This was yesterday. This was yesterday while we were live streaming. Wait, no, I pulled up the wrong one. I apologize. Hold on one second. This is it right here. And I want you guys to notice something right away. The color scheme. Look at the color scheme. Just for some people to think about. Is this the type of color scheme that a grown man, a so-called alpha male, that he would use? Okay, and again, I got to give a shout out to Lene, because she's the one that she told me about that. I started thinking about it. I said, you're right about this. Does this look like a color scheme that a alpha male would use and post on his Instagram page? I'm just throwing it out there for people to think about. Now, let me read this to you guys. Okay, and it's inside of the thumbnail. There's people who already commented on it and they were so disappointed. But Umar, he has a history of behavior that is just off the chain. But I want people to understand it's not just him. It's not just him. And Lene can corroborate this too, by the way. There's something else I missed. There's one other one before. Matter of fact, let me do this because this was right before. This is the one I meant to do. We'll come back to it. I apologize. For some reason, I'll do another screenshot. There's one that he did because I like to stick with the timeline when I cover Umar. So before he did that one, he did this one right here. All right, give me 10 seconds here. Okay, here it is. All right, let me pull this up. Here it is. All right, so before that one, he posted this one. This is yesterday, while we were live streaming. It says, Dr. Umar, a truly and completely independent school, Dr. Umar is building a truly and completely independent school for our children, relevant major institution, and he's the #1 scholar, warrior that Black parents across the country turn to for solutions with regard to dealing with the preschool to prison pipeline, relevant major problem. I don't know of another popular consciousness personality that can say they're building a major relevant institution or fighting against a major relevant system that is oppressing our people. Dr. Oguntade is doing both. Put some respect on his name. Who's writing this? Now, the writing skills are still deplorable, just like Umar's. And yes, I'm always fair. Umar, he does tend to talk in the third person. But in this case, it sounds as if there's someone who wrote this for Umar. They're writing about Umar. Let me read it again. Dr. Umar is building a truly and completely independent school for our children. First of all, it's not a school. He hasn't built anything. He's renovating. He's been renovating for 6.5 years. Dr. Umar is building a truly and completely independent school for our children, relevant major institution. It's irrelevant because it's not an institution. It's not major because it doesn't exist. There is no institution. You can't say that it's a major institution and there's no institution. You have to have an institution in the first place, and it has to operate on a high level to be a relevant major institution. But none of this applies because it's irrelevant. It's not major because it doesn't exist, and there is no institution. And then it says, and he's the #1 scholar warrior that Black, this is somebody else. This isn't Umar. And he's the #1 scholar warrior that Black parents across the country turn to for solutions with regard to dealing with the preschool to prison pipeline. I have a video, and I can pull it up for you guys because we do have time. Well, Umar called the police on them kids up there in Wilmington, Delaware. Y'all know about that? Hit the 1. If you didn't know about it, hit the 2. Don't make me pull it up. That's the real school to prison pipeline. I have the video. He called the police on it. He threatened to call the police, and then he called the police on it. And then he was having a conversation with the police and was disrespecting the children while he was talking about talk. He said something to the, I should pull it up, said something to the effect of they're not smart enough to break into the gym. He said something like they're not that intelligent. I said, boy, school to prison pipeline. And the police came, he filed a police report. I don't know if they filed an actual report, but the police came, they took down information for Umar. Did anybody remember this? I could pull it up. Someone said 23rd person. Umar, you be talking to 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 1, 2, 3. What did he say? Auntie, Grandpa, Nancy, whatever he said. Okay, let me get back to it. So he's the #1 scholar warrior that Black parents across the country turn to for solutions with regard to dealing with the preschool to prison pipeline, relevant major problem. Relevant major problem. What in the world? Relevant major problem. Goodness. I don't know of another what do you mean I don't know? See, this is somebody else. I don't know of another popular conscious personality that can say they're building a major relevant institution. Umar's not building an institution. Okay, he's collected, my best estimate, 2.6, 2.7. It could be closer to $3 million by now. And he purchased abandoned buildings in Wilmington, Delaware back in February of 2019. He's been sitting on them since. He hasn't built any. It's a renovation project. And renovations aren't complete, even though Umar said that they were completed back, I believe it was August of 2023. It was in 2023. I don't know of another popular conscious personality that can say they're building a major relevant institution or fighting against a major relevant system. What is all this major relevant? Goodness gracious. System that is oppressing our people. Here we go. Dr. Oguntade is doing both. This is someone else writing this. Put some respect on his name. Shout out to Lene, because she pointed this out. I said, wait a minute. All right, now let's go to what Umar posted. And was it Umar? I'm going to say it this way. Let's go and look at what somebody posted. I'll just put it that way. There you go. Again, the color scheme, it has a picture of Umar. This one reads, cyber thought therapy, inappropriate, violation, disrespect. And who is he talking about specifically? Well, let's take a look at this. Cyber thought therapy. Remember, yesterday we were going and we were playing the videos, and shout out to Mary Ann Lauren. We were playing the videos that she did, but then we also had Lenon inside the chat room who was sharing more information about Umar. Umar's triggered. That's why he did this. I guarantee you, if I had Lenon on, Umar would get triggered on again. And had her like interviewed her for like 2 or 3 hours. It says here, if you are a bitter, scorned, over-the-hill female groupie, see the fact that they're saying groupie. If you are a bitter, scorned, over-the-hill female groupie who's thirsty enough for internet fame to embarrass yourself in an attempt to get some attention, trying to rescue your extremely low self-esteem by slandering men who don't want anything to do with you, hoping that this will raise your social media value as a struggle streamer in the eyes of others, then I am offering some free life coaching sessions to help you address your unmet childhood needs and other internal psychic conflicts. Please call 1-800-HE-DON'T-WANT-ME or 877-CRUSTY-COOKIE. This is y'all's principal. This is supposed to be a black leader. This is someone that people have sent literally millions of dollars to. Now, I'm going to say this. If you look at the first, and this is a super run-on sentence too, by the way, but if you look at that first sentence, if you are a bitter, scorned, over-the-hill female groupie who's thirsty enough for internet fame to embarrass yourself in an attempt. Let's go back. If you are a bitter, scorned, over-the-hill female groupie, listen, I'm going to tell you guys something. Umar, he will not say Mary Ann Lauren's name because he fears her. He fears her. He also fears Lenon because Lenon has personal information on Umar and was very up close and personal, including in Umar's personal life, dealing with Umar's mother. But I want people to think about something. Lenon did have relations with Umar. Mary Ann Lauren, it was all business. It was all business. So he can't pull the card that somehow this is a scorned lover, they want me and all that kind of stuff. That's what he tends to do with the women who come out and expose him for being, sexually exploited, being sexually exploited and being a predator. He'll say, oh, it's because they don't want me. He said the same thing about his baby mamas, that they were mad at him and they kept the kids away because they wanted him and he didn't want them and they wanted him to marry him, all this kind of stuff. He can't say that. He can't put Mary Ann Lauren in that box because it was all business. So I think this is a direct shot at Lenon because Lenon was in the chat room yesterday and was sharing more personal information about Umar. He's triggered. Okay. If you are bitter, scorned, over the hill female groupie who's thirsty enough, I'm sorry, let me put this back up. Who's thirsty enough for internet fame to embarrass yourself in an attempt to get some attention, trying to rescue your extremely low self-esteem by slandering men who don't want anything to do with you, hoping, notice it's not saying by slandering me. You see this? By slandering men who don't want anything to do with you, hoping that this will raise your social media value as a struggle streamer. Listen, that's not what Lenon's on here for. That's not what Mary Ann Lauren's on here for either. Okay, that's just what Umar says. But this is like Umar projecting because he's a struggle streamer. In the eyes of others, then I am offering some free. Now that he says, now there's I there. All right, so I am offering some free life coaching sessions to help you address your unmet childhood needs. This is Umar projecting and other internal psychic conflicts. And then, of course, please call 1-800-HE-DON'T-WANT-ME. Again, this ties into a lot of the rhetoric that Umar Johnson has used over the years to talk about women who've exposed him because they're doing it because he didn't want them. Okay, that's just a narrative. It also ties to his narcissism too. He believes that all women want him, and then when things go south, it's them. Okay, it's because I didn't want them, and I didn't, and so forth and so on. And then it says, or 877-CRUSTY-COOKIE. Of course, cookie is a euphemism for vajayjay. So what he's saying here is that it's some old vajayjay, again, disrespect to black women, which ties to some of the things that we've been talking about with the series Umar's raging against black women and disrespect for black women. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't think Umar posted this. I think he has a woman who posted this on his behalf. That's what I think. And I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Okay, allegedly. Which, and I'm going to go a step further. I'm going to speculate here. Is it possible, I'm just going to throw this out here, that Umar did have a health scare and that he is not in a position right now to be online? And so he has someone on his behalf posting things until such time he's well enough to actually get back online and do things. I'm just throwing this out there as something for people to think about. Because what if Umar was, if he did not have a fainting spell, or he did not have some sort of health scare, what he should have done right away is got online and explained to people how he was fine. And it would have been huge, because it would have been like, okay, no, I'm right here. Listen, I'm talking right now. But he didn't do that. So is it possible that this did happen, allegedly, and that Umar is incapacitated to some degree, to where he's not able to be online like he used to, like he normally is, and that he has someone who's typing these up and putting these together to post it on the Instagram page? Something for people to think about. Again, it's speculation on my part, but this is something that Lene had brought to my attention earlier yesterday. It was last night. Okay. That's all I have for you guys today. Let me do this. I'm going to pull up the video where Umar calls the police on the kids, and then we're going to be up out of here. I'm going to get the super chats in just a moment. Let me just do that because people were asking me to pull it up. A lot of people haven't seen that, and this was from maybe, about 3 months ago? Let me get into my archive here for 2025. This is Umar up with these bandos. And let's see here. Let me see, because I think I have a blurred version. Okay, I think it's this one right here. I'm not sure which one it is. Let me pull up each one, and then we'll just find which one it is, because there's 3 videos in that series. Okay, here's the second one, and then let me just pull up the third one, and then we'll be up out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. And here is the third. Okay, here it is. Here it is right here. Okay, so this was the first one. I'll skip through till we find the part.
Quick question. How long? Okay, so I'm Dr. Umar, right?
All right, this is from June 14th of 2025.
Quick question. How long? Okay, so I'm Dr. Umar, right? Say Dr. Umar. That's me. Okay.
Real quick, notice how everything is a command as part of the narcissism. And these children don't know who Umar is. All right. And I blurred their faces because they're children, and it's just the right thing to do.
It was going for 30 days, right? 30. My question to y'all, how long had that door been open for y'all to go in and play? Would you say a week, a couple days, a couple weeks? Because I was only going... No, not 2-3 months, sweetie, because I was here a month ago and I checked the doors all the time. They weren't open a month. It was like 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, so they might have broke in okay, that makes sense. 2-3 weeks. Because I was going for 4. Say that again.
It was other kids too. They were there. We saw big kids do this to the door and they
yeah, but they didn't break it open though. They wasn't the ones who broke it open, because whoever broke it open, they had to use equipment.
Yeah, Umar doesn't know who broke it open. All right.
Okay, I appreciate you, young people. Y'all take care now. All right.
They looking for the kids?
No. We ain't looking for the kids. We looking for the grown people who broke in.
All right, and Umar tied this to the vandalism that was inside of the large gym. That vandalism was old. I mean, it could have been 1 year, 2 years, 3, 4 years old. Ain't no telling with this guy. Anyway, let me go to the next video right here. Here we go.
Peace in Pan Africanism, peace in Pan Africanism. Peace in Pan Africanism, peace in Pan Africanism. Peace in Pan Africanism, peace in Pan Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade, coming to you live and direct from the most honorable.
Let me skip
I'm very disappointed. Do in seconds, but we don't have that on the high. We were going to save our money after 4 years of no vandalism, brothers and sisters.
Okay, this was a lie too, because there was vandalism that happened like maybe a month prior to this. I can pull that up and show you guys. He lies so much.
After 4 years of no vandalism, they back at it again. They back at it again. They back at it again, brothers and sisters. So we're going to have to get started on the high school immediately. Black electricians who can do a commercial job, licensed in Delaware and Wilmington, I need you to come to the forefront. Black electricians who are not licensed in Delaware and Wilmington.
Yeah, there was vandalism 3 months before this, but he was saying that there hadn't been. By the way, Umar never started on any renovations on the large building. Again, Umar has a tendency to say that he's going to do all of this stuff, but he never does. All right, this is something that I see with Umar over and over and over again.
I need you to find somebody in Wilmington who can pull the permit. I need my black electricians who claim they care to find somebody in Wilmington who can pull the permit so you can repair the electric. The good news is the high school electric system was not as vandalized as the elementary school's electric system.
Umar.
The good news is that the Frederick Douglass High School electrical system was not as vandalized as the elementary school. So it's a larger school, but the system is much more intact. It's a larger school, but the system is much more intact. Let me say this. Don't ask me another question about the school. Let me say this again. Don't ask me shit about the school again. I'm not answering no questions. Because we've been going through this for 6 years. And y'all keep asking the same dumbass questions that you already been giving answers to. Y'all know y'all been sabotaging. Y'all know y'all been vandalizing. Y'all know y'all been throwing trash and litter all on this campus.
Y'all, who are you talking about? We and y'all. What you talking about, Umar?
Y'all know y'all been sabotaging and undermining.
He always blaming somebody.
Talking about why the school not ready yet with a steady barrage of sabotage. Talking about why the school not up yet when you know why, because your ass keeps sabotaging.
Huh?
We had a YouTubian struggle streamer.
Here we go.
We had a YouTubian struggle streamer, undercover booty bandit,
No.
who called the electric company posing like me. Y'all.
I think, again, I don't know for sure, but I think he's talking. Listen, this is Umar. He came up with this story that I called the electric company and I pretended to be him. That never happened. All right, he's been calling me gay. I don't know. It's been since 2020. In fact, the guy was talking about earlier, he paid people to go at me and spread all these rumors about me being gay and all this kind of stuff. One of them was saying that my wife was a lesbian, that we were a lesbian gay couple and had all these kids. I said, man, you guys are sick. But you see what that individual is now. He's facing 9 felonies. I believe it's 9 felonies. And he may just plead out, but either way, his career is over with. And if he don't plead and he go to jail, he's not going to do well in jail. I'm going to tell you all that right now. He ain't built for that. See, one by one. I don't mean to be like that, but one by one. I think Umar's taught. This is Umar taking a shot at me. So listen to what he says here.
You know who he is. The undercover booty bandit.
By the way, Umar, he's not going to say my name. He fears me. Real talk. And I'm not being arrogant here. He fears me. He won't say my name. He's not going to say Marianne Lawrence's name either. You notice in the post where he's talking about Lene, he don't say Lene's name. Y'all notice that? Because he's a coward. That's why. All right, let's keep going. Umar funny.
Dr. Umar hater number 1. The undercover booty bandit.
Now, first, okay, Umar, you call me gay as much as you want to. And real talk, a heterosexual man shouldn't be talking like that anyway. With the B bandit, you should be talking like that. This is real talk. All right? And you need to watch your mouth too, because Lene already, excuse me, I already have information about what Marianne has on you on video, and I don't have any obligation to keep that private. And she relayed that information to me prior to her signing that agreement with you when you paid out the $68,000 in an out-of-court settlement. So I have no legal obligation to you whatsoever, but I do have just common respect towards Sister Mary Ann, right, to keep her protected. But Umar, you better watch yourself, homeboy. You better watch yourself. Keep talking. And I apologize. This video is from months ago, so let me stop talking like he just did this video. Anyway, here we go.
The undercover booty bandit. He called the elected number one. The undercover.
Now he calls me. I don't consider myself to be an Umar Johnson hater. Okay, I report on Umar. That's what I do. I've been doing it for a long time, but I don't consider myself to be a number one hater. I don't hate Umar. I think that's just terminology Umar uses because it makes it easier for his followers to kind of dismiss the receipts that I provide. And I provide receipts. See, I don't lie. And the other thing is that I don't fabricate things. I don't create false narratives. See, a person can take a clip of Umar saying anything and spin it a particular way. And there's people who've done that. And I'll give you a quick example. There is a video where Umar is saying, he's talking about how white women desired him when he was in college and they used to buy him things and all this stuff. And he says, I always had white women pursuing me, but there were people who took the segment where he says, I've always had white women, and they just clip that part and play it as if that's what Umar was saying because he was a bunny hopper. Okay, I've never, that's just, it shows a lack of integrity. I would never do Umar like that. I wouldn't do anyone like that. People have done that with me. They've done that to me. I'm not going to do people like that. Right? So what I'm getting at is that the notion of hate is when you do things simply to cause harm and you don't have any kind of checks or balances. You don't have any type of integrity. You'll say and do anything to cause harm to somebody else. That's not what I do. I've never done that. I've always been fair with Umar. Let me give you another example. There was a report, and I had the information more before anyone reported it on YouTube. This was years ago, where there's someone in Atlanta named Umar Johnson who had the same birthday as Umar Johnson. So it led me to think that maybe this is Umar Johnson, but they had got pulled up on charges for cocaine possession and something else. Just a couple of things. Okay, felonies and I have the information, but I vetted it. I didn't report on that. In fact, I don't think I ever reported on that and pulled up the receipts and all that stuff because for my research, it wasn't Umar. Now, could I have reported on that and lied on Umar and got a gang abused and people would have been going crazy and it would have snowballed and gotten crazy? Yeah, I sure could have, but that shows a lack of integrity. I didn't do that. Other people did. So I want to reiterate: I've never lied on Umar. Never misrepresented facts. But Umar's lied on me so many times. One time he said that I mess with little boys. I've always been fair with this guy, but Umar, he's lied. He continues to lie. But I'll tell you one thing: I'll say his name. He ain't gonna say my name. Real talk. Let's keep going. Here we go.
Booty bandit. He called the electric company and the gas company posing as myself.
Now, to be clear, I did call the electric company years ago. I didn't pose as Umar. I gave the addresses and I said, "Is there any service?" And it was Delmarva because there's different power companies out there for electricity out there, and I called each one. And I called the first two. They said we don't service that area or those buildings. And then I called Delmarva and they said, "Yeah, we service." I said, "Is there anyone? Are you sure you service? Is there any other power company?" So he says, "No, this is in our." They didn't use the term jurisdiction, but they used something, right? And so I asked him, "Well, is there any accounts, active accounts on these buildings?" And they said, "No." I didn't pose as Umar. They said no. So what that meant is whatever, at that time at least, now it may be different now, but at that time, Umar was acting as if he had gotten the electricity on, but legally he didn't have it on because there was no active account for those addresses. And I gave you different addresses, right? You got one side of the street because there's 3 buildings, 2 parcels. I gave all the addresses and they said, no, there is no active account. So Umar, he spins it and says, I also called, and I pose as him. That didn't happen. He's always lying about stuff. But then he also says that I called the gas company. I don't remember calling the gas company. what would be the point of calling the gas company when Umar, he's never had any gas on? I don't even know if he has gas on to this day. Now he may, I don't know. Real quick question for those of y'all who's been around for a while. Do you guys ever remember me calling the gas company? And maybe if I did, okay. But I know I didn't call to impersonate, because my memory's not what it used to be. I'm getting old. Vision all screwed up. I don't even like reading anymore. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll ask my kids, baby, can you read this one? Come over here and read this one. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Hit the one. All right. Anyway, someone said, and I called, who called CPS? There's people who call CPS on me and my wife for no good reason. There's all kind of stuff we've had to deal with since I started covering Umar. Yeah. There's, all kinds of stuff. I remember one time there was this agency that contacted me. Well, I remember this other time, and when I say agency, it's not like FBI or nothing like that. I don't even know what they were talking about. The lady was saying, "Yeah, you've been reported for this," and I said, "Well, the person," I said, "I don't know what they're talking about, ma'am." And she was like, "Yeah, but I have to call," blah blah. But there was another one where someone had filed a report and said that I had contacted one of Umar's daughters and I was bullying her online. This was many years ago. I didn't even know who Umar Johnson's daughter was. Okay, I knew that he had baby mamas, but this was way long time ago. And I was sitting back like, well, did the person sound rational to you? And they said, yeah, they sound like they. I said, yeah, but I don't understand this. No, I haven't contacted. I don't even know who the daughter, and where is she at? Well, it's supposed to be in Philadelphia. I said, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I'm going on. I've had to deal with a whole bunch of stuff dealing with Umar. He had his followers attack me, my wife, and my kids online. He also had people who were his supporters who would attack me, my wife, and my kids. And he also had someone in particular who used to pay people online to go after me for years and years and years. And now this person, he's facing some jail time in the pen, and this is federal, and his career is over with regardless. Okay, his career is over with. But if he go to jail, he ain't gonna do well in there. I'm telling y'all right now. One by one. Okay, let's get back to this video. Here we go.
Posing as myself. And so
I've never done that. That's ridiculous. It's not even necessary. Back then, you can just call. Anyone can call. In fact, there were other people who called. Anybody remember this? Real quick, and I wasn't on here when I'd asked the question, and then we're going to the super chats. Y'all, that's when we'll get to this. We've been out of here probably about like 10 minutes. Okay, someone said, okay, so Jackie called the gas company. But I don't remember. Does anybody remember me specifically calling the gas company? I don't remember doing that. Now, I may have, and I forgot about it, but I don't remember that. And listen, I'm gonna take a Black Anonymous word over anybody's. Okay, I don't. She said I don't remember that. Okay, that's it. That's it. And I'm sure I would have remembered that. I'm sure I would have remembered that. All right. Again, my memory's not what it used to be. But Umar wants to pretend that he always exaggerated. But okay. I did call the power company. I wasn't pretending to be you. Back then, anyone could call. There's people in the chat room say, "Yeah, I called too." I didn't pretend to be Umar. What am I going to do? Yeah, family. This is Umar. Can you call Big Consciousness? I need to know whether or not the electricity is on in the building. Is there an active account, family? Get on it. No, I didn't. Real quick, how's my person? Listen, real talk, people. A scale of 1 to 10. How's my impersonation, Umar? Be honest now. From a 1 to 10. All right. I think that's pretty good. I give it an 8. I give it an 8, or maybe 7.5, but I give it an 8. All right. Anyway, let's get back to. Listen, anytime it don't matter if you get the 10. Someone said 4-ish. Come on. Don't do me like that. Listen, all you got to do is put the sniffing and blinking in there. Anyway, shout out to Black Anonymous. I appreciate you. Okay, let's get back to it. Here we go. Umar be lying so much.
we had to get a private security clearance added to our account because we got YouTubian struggle streamers like that booty bandit.
Umar, you love saying that, boy. All right, whatever. All right, that's on you, homeboy.
All right, what's up, Lene? Lene gave me a 9. I appreciate that. All right, thank you guys so much. All right, so someone gave me a 3. That's okay. All right, here we go.
We got YouTubian struggle streamers sabotaging our accounts, brothers and sisters.
No,
this is what they do. And y'all celebrate and cheer them on. And then you say, why the school not open yet? And then you say, why the
He's trying to blame everybody.
School not open yet. Now, with that being said, we're going to try to get the electric cut on as soon as possible. I got to go through this again.
Here we go.
We got to go through this again.
As soon as possible. Again, this right here is 4 months, 4 months and 2 weeks ago. That electricity ain't on over there in the trap vandals in large building. Cut it out. Yeah, I know. Stop. That's why I gotta stay out of there. Once it gets going, and really that's why we get together. I mean, Umar's a jump off. Let's be real about it. At this point, Umar's a jump off. Okay, once we get up in there, Umar, you a jump off, and then we go quick chat get to going. I gotta stay out of there though. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, it was about 4 months ago. He talking about, yeah, we got to get the electricity turned on as soon as possible, family. This start jumping, jaws start moving around. Cut it out. All right, here we go.
So I'm going to bring some companies in and walk through the high school and see what kind of bill they're going to give us. Because once we get the electric on, we can do the security surveillance. Once we get the electric on in the Frederick Douglass High School, we can get the security clearance on again.
Oh, I'm sorry, my microphone fell off.
So I'm going to look at the cameras. It's going to take me a while because the cameras are continuous record. The cameras are continuous record. So I have to look at all the footage because I don't know what day this happened. It could have happened yesterday. It could have happened 30 days ago. I don't know if this happened when I was in UCLA. Shout out to my UCLA students.
No, that damage was at least, I mean, I would think at least a year and a half old. It could have been 4 years old. I can pull up the video to show you what he's talking about. And I apologize, my microphone fell off and I just put it back on. So I hope it wasn't off for too long. Were y'all able still to hear me? Could y'all still hear me when I was going on? Real quick, let me give an update on the poll. We have 1,264 votes. Is Umar Johnson extremely triggered by Mary Ann and Lene? 95% said yes and 5% said no. Okay, we got about 1,800 people in the building. We're going to go for another 10 minutes. We have about 10 likes. I'm gracious, but I'm not content. No, we got 522. Thank you. We already reached our goal, so we good on that. Thank you guys so much. Here we go.
I don't know if this happened when I was at Manchester University in the UK. Shout out to my Manchester University UK students. I don't know if this happened when I was debating Elon Musk's father at Oxford University. Shout out to my Oxford University and Oxford Union.
You know, I think I had left my mic on off this whole time, actually. I think my microphone was off the whole time. I apologize, everybody. Yeah. I apologize. Anyway, it's going to be a quick show. Here we go.
African students. I don't know if this happened when I was in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Shout out to the Ypsilanti family. I don't know if this happened when I was in New Orleans. Shout out to the New Orleans family. I don't know if this happened when I was at Chicago. Shout out to Chicago and the Jacob Carruthers Center for Inner City Studies, Northeastern Illinois Africans.
All right, let me skip through.
Nobody,
here we go, right here.
Nobody even bothered to call me to tell me it happened.
I'm sorry, here we go.
I don't know if this happened when I was at Chicago. Shout out to Chicago and the Jacob Carruthers Center for Inner City Studies, Northeastern Illinois Africans. I don't know if this happened when I was at Cleveland. Shout out to my Cleveland, Ohio. I ain't been on campus in a month, brothers and sisters. I haven't been on campus in a month, brothers and sisters. So I don't.
Again, okay, if you haven't been on campus for about a month, what does that tell people? You ain't serious about opening up those schools. You ain't even up there. And then and then this alleged vandalism that took place while he was gone. No, this is old vandalism. Could be years ago, from years ago.
I don't know when this happened. And nobody even bothered to call me to tell me it happened.
Okay, Who's going to call you to tell you that it happened? Pookie and Ray Ray? Who's going to call Umar to tell them, hey, listen, this happened? And they happen to be inside of this large gym and say, oh, look at all this vandalism. Who's going to do that? Furthermore, Umar, that's your responsibility. You got all these security cameras. I told you when you first got these trap vandals 6.5 years ago, almost 7 years ago, I said you need to secure these buildings in the first place. Hit the one. That's one of the first things I told Umar. He still hasn't done it. At least not to us. I'm talking about where it's cordoned off completely, where no one can gain access. He erected some fences more recently, but that was to get in compliance with the city because they was on him for unpaid stuff and the vacant property fees and all that stuff. So he had to come into compliance. I told him a long time ago. Anyway, here we go.
Peace, King. Good to see you, brother. All right, now. Nobody even bothered to call me. Now, I did get a call from a sister from Wilmington. Shout out to all my Wilmington supporters. I love you, Wilmington, Delaware. Shout out to all my Wilmington supporters. I love you, Wilmington, Delaware. Shout out to all my Wilmington supporters. I love you, Wilmington, Delaware. But I got a call from a sister from Wilmington, Delaware about a week ago. I don't know if this has anything to do with the vandalism. Destroyed my 5,000 book collection that I have amassed my entire professional career. That hurt me in the heart. That hurt me in the heart. They spilled paint over everything. They stole some things, but they did way more vandalism than theft. They destroyed everything in there, brothers and sisters. Now we got to clean up the gym for the third time. This is the third time we've had to go through this.
Okay, let's be clear about something too. He's talking about the large gym. He's never cleaned up the large gym. He just kept stacking stuff in there. He's such a liar. Y'all see this? Let me replay that.
Clean up the gym for the third time. This is the third time we've had to go through this.
Okay, he never cleaned up that large gym. Here's a side-by-side too. Don't worry, I got all the receipts. Here we go.
Peace and love, black family. This is the Prince of Pan Africanism, King Kong Consciousness. We live inside the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, Fred Douglass building. I'm gonna let you know some of the scholars at Ifa Tunde University. Yes. You know what I mean?
Black power. Black power. Black power.
You know what I mean?
Black power. Black power.
See, this is the gym in 2019. And it was fairly clean. I can pull up the video where he walks through there for the first time. And actually, this is one of the first videos where he walks through there. And it's fairly clean in there compared to where it's at in 2025. You see all this sabotage, the damage that Umar's talking. He says we got to clean this gym again. No, in 2019, when Umar got evicted, he put all of his, at least most of his personal, but I shouldn't even say most, I'm not quite sure. He put much of his, I should say it that way, a lot of his personal belongings inside of this large gym. He never cleaned it up. He turned it into his personal storage, just like the small gym. He's turned it into his personal storage. Y'all see this? This is all Umar's stuff. And if you look at if you look, I'm talking about in 2025. If you look at this, the paint on the ground, this has been sitting here. It's baked into the ground because it's been sitting here. It could be for a year, 2 years, 3 years, go all the way back. The damage could have been done in 2019, 2020. Look at this. If you look, you'll see that there's like dust on top of the paint. Can you guys see this? This isn't new, but Umar tried to act like this just happened in 2025. And no one told him, no one called him about it. And in 2019, it looked fairly clean, but then Umar says that he has to clean it all up again as if he's already, no, what he did was he just started stacking and storing all kind of shit in there, including his own belongings, and it got vandalized because it was his personal storage spot. He's a hoarder. Look at the 2025.
Peace and love, black family. This is the Prince.
He said he cleaned it up, right?
It's a Pan Africanism, King.
I don't even know what that is. What is that, a Christmas tree? What in the world? Y'all see that back there? A beehive with bees flying around. You got beehive, yellow jackets, all that. Bumblebees.
King Kong Consciousness. We live.
Look at this. It has dust on top of the paint. This paint is old.
Inside the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
You got a Connect 4 in there. You got a CD in there.
Fred Douglass building. I'm gonna let you some of the scholars.
Look at 2019. This is the same gym. Talking about he need to clean it up again. We need to clean up a third time. No, it was clean in 2019, homeboy. Look at it. University. Can y'all see how there's dust on top of the books and dust on top of the paint? Hit the one. This could have been in here since 2020, 2019.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Well, I'm talking about the vandalism, alleged vandalism. And these are all his books. You know, you can see all his books all strewn across. And you look right there. You see a briefcase. See, he moved a lot of his personal belongings into here, and he was homeless at that time, back in 2009, into 2019. Then inevitably he moves in with his mama and started living with his mama in 2020, living in the closet. You know what I mean?
Black power. Black power.
Up in
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, let me take off the audio. Yeah, you look right there. You see that blue thing on the whatever? I don't even know what it is. I don't know. The blue thing case. You see how there's dust on top of it? You can look at the desk itself that's tipped over. You can see how there's dust all around it on the top of it. And then there's a circle, like a oval shape where it's kind of clear, a little bit more clear. This is old. This stuff has been sitting in here for years. Look at that. He says this vandalism was in 2025. No. He was just trying to get money out of people. Look at that. Look at all the dust. This isn't new. Look in the background too. You see the background back there? Look at all of the trash and filth stacked up against the wall. But if you look in 2019, it wasn't there. We got to clean it up. We got to clean it up for a third time. This guy, he lies so much. Okay, this is all Umar's belongings. You see the hats up here, the fitted caps? There's the shoes down there, red, black, and green shoes. That's Umar's shoes. There's that big back TV, the same big back TV when he flipped the phone in his apartment. He was living in filth like a hoarder. Boxes, bags of his clothes. All right, so I just want to prove another point that Umar, he's lying about this, because when he's talking about the other gym, he brings up this vandalism that is years old. I would propose that it goes back to 2020, probably 2019, the end of 2019. I would say 2020 is more like sometime in 2020. But he tries to present it in 2025 as if it just happened. And prior to him doing this video right here, he hadn't been in that. He hadn't even been inside of that large gym and showed it to people since 2019. It's been over half a decade since he actually showed it. But he brings it up again. It's been over half a decade. He brings it up again because he was trying to get money out of people. And he was trying to say, hey, listen, you know, they destroyed my book collection. Well, his personal belongings shouldn't have been in there in the first place. All right, here we go.
Has anything to do with the vandalism. Destroyed my 5,000 book collection that I have amassed my entire professional career. That hurt me in the heart. That hurt me in the heart. They
hurt you in your heart. You shouldn't have had it in there, Umar. What are you talking about? It's everybody else. What's up, TD Better? What's up? Powerful, powerful. Yeah, family, powerful, powerful. Thanks for being a member for 6 months. That's what Umar said when he don't care. He don't care about what nobody said. He said, powerful, powerful, family, powerful.
Spilled paint over everything. They stole some things, but they did way more vandalism than theft. They destroyed everything in there, brothers and sisters. Now we got to clean up the gym for the 3rd time. This is the 3rd time we've had.
You see how he lying right there? I just showed you the side by side of the gym.
To go through this. I used to hire security to sit outside the school, but most of the time they didn't even do their damn.
No, it wasn't a security guard. It was this guy. Listen, I remember this. I shout out to Nappy Yankee because he's the one that went down and interviewed the guy. And the guy would sit down in a lawn chair. Hit the one of y'all remember that. That's a long time ago. There was some guy, he just, you know, someone he found out on the street. Paid him a couple of bucks to sit out there in the lawn chair. That was a security.
Damn job. They would be home sleeping, telling me they at the school, and then I would do random pop-ups and they wouldn't even be out here.
Well, that's your
this
fault.
Is why. Yes, sir. Yes, we own the school, young brother. What's your name, Prince? What grade you in?
You don't know your grade?
I'm in second. I bet they go to the third.
You're about to go to the third. What grade you in, Prince?
Fifth.
You in the 5th grade?
Yeah, notice how these kids don't know Umar.
That's my brother.
Okay, y'all brothers, y'all look-alikes.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious, Deron Tillman. He would sit in a lawn chair and just kick it. I kid you not. I ain't making it up. Nappy Yankee, shout out to Nappy Yankee. He the one that went up there and talked with the guy.
So you're about to go to the 3rd, you said? Yes. So when we open up this school, it's going to be 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, right?
Here we go.
So 4th grade, you might be here, right? 4th grade, you might be here. You're going to the
6th.
Oh, you're going to the 6th grade. We might not catch you until we in this building, the high school. And to my young princesses, we will be opening up the Anna Douglas Amy Garvey Academy.
Just lying to these kids.
Well. So it's going to be boys first, and then it's going to be girls. So all y'all might one day be students at the school. Say that again. Some people just went and win. When?
Just like a minute.
You saw somebody walk in this building. What door?
They gonna come out here.
No. Nobody walked in this door. I've been here the whole time.
No, they walked in that door. They gonna walk out of here. They can come through that door.
So y'all been seeing the people who've been breaking into the school?
Yes.
Man.
Wait a minute.
This guy, he ain't got no sense. Kids know more about what's going on with these trap banners with the mold growing all on the side of the wall up there. They know more about this than Umar does. Black Wolf says the lawn chair dude had a 5th of a Thunderbird. I don't want to say that. I ain't gonna do him like that because I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna be kind. I'm gonna be kind. But Black Wolf, you're right. The lawn chair dude had a 5th of a Thunderbird on the side of the lawn chair dude was a neighbor. Yeah, I'm listen. I'm trying to be kind. You see how I try to give some grace, but yeah, I remember. It was one of them low to the ground lawn chairs too. You just sit his legs pushed out. Let me stop. Top flight lawn chair security family. Let me get out. Y'all get a bad influence. Black Wolf is a bad influence on me. Let me stop. DD Vena says FDMG, filth, dust, mold, grime. Well, no, this all applies. It's filthy, it's dusty, there's mold, and there's grime. Okay, we all know that, especially more recently when Umar went in them bathrooms. We ain't gonna get to that right now. All right. Okay, we gotta wind this down. It's supposed to be a short show. Thanks, Didi Veta. WC says, we'll be in the great tribulation. No, I shouldn't laugh at that. We'll be in the great tribulation before FDMG open. It's not gonna open. You know, I said this recently. This will not go past another year and a half. So we're gonna have to get it in and enjoy it because this will not. There's no way that Umar can keep this going. I mean, it could be in 6 months this is over with. But the next year, I give it a year and a half max. There's no way. There's no way. Now I could be wrong, but I've been covering Umar. That's what I do. I cover Umar for years, and I was wrong back in the day. I told people in 2019 when he acquired these trap banners, I said I think he can probably keep this going for another 3 years, 4 years max. I would think 3 years. Okay, we're about to be at 7. So I was wrong in the past, but in my mind, WC, I don't see this going past another year and a half. I give it a year. There's no way. There's no way. Let me real quick. You guys know how this year the city was going to take these buildings from him because he wasn't paying all these bills, and they were going to sell these properties off at auction. So he was this close. Now, why would we think that somehow Umar is now at this point, he's going to be totally responsible for paying the bills that accrue? For some reason, he's going to be totally responsible. No, he has a history of not paying bills, not being financially responsible, and going all the way back to 2010, in point of fact. All right. But in particular, once he acquired these trap banners in February 2019, that behavior is not going to change. And you think the city's going to let him do this again for another 6.5 years? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So I don't think we're going to get it in, but I figure a year, at most a year and a half, it can't keep going. There's no way. Thank you, WC, for the super chat. All good. E6842 says he says no one called to notify him, but he doesn't have a team. Right. He's gone for a month. He doesn't have a team to come. He's a one-man show. He doesn't have a team to come check up on these trap bandos. Again, they're abandoned buildings, so people are going to do what they're going to do to abandoned buildings, right? So is he depending on his supporters to drive by on occasions and report? I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking, but that's his responsibility. Furthermore, with the technology that we have and we've had for quite some time, everything can be monitored on his cell phone. He always on his cell phone, right? He can have cameras that are activated just, for movement, just moving. It gets activated and then it can notify his phone. He can go and look on just like that. That's simple. And keep in mind, this is a damage that occurred in sabotage, as he calls it, but vandalism that occurred on the inside of the building. Okay, there's no reason for Umar not to know about that. And he's been gone for a month, but I showed you the video. That damage is old. There's dust on top of the damage, on top of the spray paint or the paint and all that stuff. And it's not like a small, thin layer. No, that's been sitting there for years, ladies and gentlemen. You mean to tell me that after all these years, Umar's just finding out about it in 2025? No. Well, he's a con man. He's a scammer. And truth be told, he's known about it for years, but he doesn't bring it up until 2025 because he was trying to get money out of people. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. That's his responsibility. But again, Umar, he's irresponsible. He wants to, when things go wrong, he wants to blame everybody else. That's what he does. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. What's older, the paint or the toilet fudge? The paint is, and I know you. Okay, I get it. Okay, but it's that paint. The paint and the quote unquote vandalism. That's old. The whole other thing with the bathroom. I don't want to get into that ever again. That was crazy. Thank you, user 225. Nimi says the werewolf howl that continues to cry werewolf. Yeah, that's Umar right here. He crying, and we're gonna see him howl big time when he called the police on these kids. We get into it. He's always talking for years. It's actually for over a decade. Umar's been talking about the school to prison pipeline, right? Well, why would he threaten these kids to call the police on them? We're going to get to it. Then we're going to be up out of here. And then police show up and he insults the kids. Umar's a school to prison pipeline. These trap bandits are the school to prison pipeline. All right. Thank you, Nimi. Y'all ain't going to let the werewolf go, huh? Why you turned into a werewolf? Nimi also says that pass out is a continuing the cash. No, the thing, well, we're real quick, Nimi, Umar doesn't have CashApp anymore. That got shut down this year. That's one of the things I keep forgetting about. This year has been very difficult for Umar. Well, that was this year, right? The CashApp, that was this year. CashApp gets shut down. For years now, CashApp, and I can figure out exactly how many years if I go into my notes, because I have took copious notes, and I have it where Umar first got that CashApp set up, and I would just have to go in and go see what year that was. It's been at least 4 years. Yeah, it's been at least 4 years. I think it's more than that, but it's been at least 4 years. The point is that CashApp was Umar's main way to get money out of people because it was easy. They also have a CashApp card, right? And people would send him money through CashApp. At first, it was he would get checks and money orders. Then he set up the PayPal, and then he got on GoFundMe. GoFundMe shut him down because of fraud. That initial PayPal got shut down, but then he got another PayPal account, or he got that one reinstated. That's something I got to get clarified in my notes at some point. But this is going back. We're talking 2014. That gets shut down. The first one, he sets up another one, or they got reinstated. I can't remember. I think he set up another because I remember we had, spoke about that, how the name had changed. He just slightly changed the name for the second one. He was doing PayPal. He tried to do Plum Fund. They shut him down because of fraud. Checks and money orders to his PO box. He had one in Pennsylvania that got shut down because the department, I can't remember what department it was in Pennsylvania. They sent him a cease and desist, so he couldn't use that anymore. And after that, that's when he really started to promote the one in Wilmington. So he has one in Wilmington he's been promoting. He doesn't promote the old one anymore. Checks and money order, cash sent to him to that PO box. Also cash, he received a lot of cash, at events too that there's no accounting for. Okay, so who knows how much money he's collected there. The point is that for many years now, Nimi, CashApp was the main way that Umar got money out of people because it's easy. People, they would just send it, and he had a CashApp card. He would go buy whatever he need to, and it's quick. It's right. It's just deposited right away. It's in there. All right. Once that got shut down, and I told people, I said, you guys give it a couple of months, and we're going to really see Umar fall off. And I believe that was in 2025. And then A month passed, 2 months, and then by the time we got into that third month, we saw the real deal. Okay? And now all he has is the PO box, and he promotes to PayPal. But a lot of people, they're not trying to send money through PayPal, not like they used to back in the day, because that's what he used to promote all the time. The Cash App was real convenient. All right, thank you, Nimi, for the super chat. Are you intentionally using the camera mic? Yeah, I apologize. I started the live stream and the mic was like right here. You guys can't see, but it was sitting right here, and I didn't have it right here. And so that's why when I was talking, it sounded like it was far away. So I kind of screwed up. I apologize, people. I haven't done that in a long time. I've done it a couple of times, but I haven't done that in a long time. Thank you, Malik. I wish I had saw your comment earlier, because then I would have corrected it sooner. So I feel like I've let you guys down. I apologize. Now I'm going to have to sing a song for you guys. Hell, let me stop. I was going to sing California Love. I ain't going to do it. Charles says, Tariq Nasheed got you beat on the impersonation. He sure does. He when he went off on Umar, he nailed it. he did. That was what, boy, he did. Well, he destroyed Umar on that one. Thanks, Charles. I appreciate it. Nimi says, damn, I'm like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. And I was planning on just going for like 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, but we are at an hour in. I want to get through this video right here, then we're going to be up out of here. Thank you, Nima, again for the super chat. Elaine says, hey, Lenon, hit the one. Yeah, y'all hit the one. I appreciate that. All right, thank you. Let me do one more, and I'll come back to the other ones. Jermaine, a.k.a. Umar, needs some hard gins. You said it every live stream, okay? No gin today? Okay, thank you for the super chat. All right, so let me get back to this video, because I want to start getting close to winding this down. I'm supposed to do a short show. So what happens here is the children tell Umar that there's other children inside of the buildings, one of the buildings, and Umar doesn't know about it. So let's see what happens.
Yo, excuse me. Get out that school. Yo, come out. This private property. I need y'all off.
I didn't go in there.
Okay, my brother. I believe you, young prince. I need you out. I need you out of here. This is a school. This is a school.
This is a legal liability too, to have kids in abandoned buildings with mold inside of here, trash and filth all over the place, and Umar don't even know about it. And this appears to me to be the large building, and this has been closed and boarded up and been sitting. Umar hasn't done anything over there, so who knows how bad it is up over there. And for kids to be up in there, there's no lights on this side of the street, no electricity, nothing like that. This is a lawsuit in the making right here. We've been talking a lot about the mold too. Who knows what the mold situation is on the interior of this building? Because this larger building has been sitting for over a decade. It's been abandoned for over a decade. If you add up when the J Moore Academy closed down and then to present, because Umar he hasn't done anything in there. It's been a decade, and to have kids in there, who knows? Asbestos, lead paint, mold.
Okay, my brother, I believe you, young prince. I need you out. I need you out of here. This is a school. This is a school.
No. See, if it was a school, random children wouldn't have been in there like that. No, kids just, they're looking for abandoned building. They go in abandoned buildings. We used to do stuff like that back in the day. Y'all remember that? Well, some of y'all may have been. We used to do stuff like that. Or we go into the canyons. We would roam around in the canyon and just look for stuff. There'd be abandoned building. You go in there and go check it out and stuff like that. Well, if it was a school, kids ain't going to be doing that. It's not a school. They're abandoned buildings. That's why they're up in there. Well, I'm telling you, this is nuts.
School, young people. This is a school, young people. What are we doing?
These kids, they don't know Umar.
What are we doing? What are we doing, family? What are we doing? Let me find out. It's the little people.
See this? He's talking about the vandalism. That vandalism is old, Umar.
Let me ask you a question. All right? Y'all go ahead.
See, you see how Umar don't know how to talk to the kids? They don't know him, but he don't know how to talk to no kids.
Enjoy the rest of your day. It's okay, King. You're all right. You're all right, my brother. Don't worry about it. We're about to get the locks changed right now. I'm waiting for my locksmith to show up. We're going to change the locks. Somebody broke in. We're going to change the locks. Sister, I need you to turn that camera off. Nothing's funny.
Okay, listen, you can't tell. Listen, Umar, boy, I tell you, trying to tell the little girl to turn the phone off, the camera off.
Turn that camera off. Nothing's funny. Turn it off. And I need y'all to move on. You can't hang on this block. This is. Excuse me?
Yeah, I think the kids say you were just recording me. So it's okay for Umar to record the kids, but it's not okay for the kids to record Umar.
Funny. Turn it off.
And I need y'all to move on. You can't hang on this block. This is, excuse me? I need y'all to go or I'm going to call the police. Yeah.
What did Umar just say? Good question, chat. He just threatened the kids. What did he just say? Yeah, Umar been snitching for a long time. Sports Bet, cut it out. Sports Bet said, Alexa, play the theme from SWAT. Bad boys, play the one from what you call it. God, bad boy, what you gonna do? Right. I don't know. I never understood what the part of that song. I didn't know what they were saying to my wife. She explains it because she know patois. It's not that they're speaking patois, but the back anyway. Yeah, they did. Umar got sunned by these little kids. Umar, you gonna call the popos, the police? Shout out to East B. Yeah, he gonna threaten Umar. He a Karen. He's a black conscious Karen. Up here snitching. Anyway, that's Umar. And so not only did he threatened the kids, because that's what principals do, Ruben Reda. Not only does he threaten the kids, he actually calls the police. Watch this.
To change the locks. Sister, I need you to turn that camera off. Nothing's funny. Turn it off. And I need y'all to move on. You can't hang on this block. This is, excuse me? I need y'all to go or I'm going to call the police.
He's like, call the police, blood. Oh, God. All right. These kids ain't playing with Umar.
Yeah.
So what does Umar do? Let me stop. He calls the police and it has the nerve to live stream it. Listen to what the conversation is. Watch this.
So I'm just gonna do street smart bull thing.
Yeah.
Special thing.
And I don't think it was the kids who broke in. They're not brilliant enough to do that because somebody had to rip the.
You see that? The children are not brilliant enough. He's supposed to be an educator. He's supposed to be the school principal. These trap bandos with mold all on the high. Okay, you see the high sign? You guys see the high? You know how the high has mold on the high. It's supposed to say high school. It says high mold. Can you see the mold? Look at the mold on the high. Damn. What kind of school?
Enough to do that because somebody had to rip the wood.
Look at that. It only goes to the high, then it goes to the S and the C, and then it scrolls up over the who for the school. Y'all see that? Yeah, these damn traps. I'm tired of these traps. Here we go. Yeah, if y'all enjoying the show, hit the like because we almost done.
Yeah.
I know I said that a month ago.
Street smart bull thing.
Yeah.
Special thing.
And I don't think it was the kids who broke in. They're not brilliant enough to do that because somebody had to rip the wood off, Jimmy the door. I think it was the drug addict.
What did he say? I didn't catch. I don't think I caught that the first time. He said, I think it was a drug addict. He been watching these videos. He watching right now. Everybody say hi, Umar. He probably don't let me get Lenon on here because then he started posting stuff on his Instagram because he get triggered real quick. This guy, Cam, don't do that. That's Umar's homeboy. Yeah, I will. It was my homeboy that came through because they were trying to see if I had a couple left a little something. Yeah. Y'all crazy. Yeah, it was me. I do. Who I like? What are you like? Yeah, it was me. I was the one. All right. Y'all crazy. Boy, this Cookie Crunch chat is undefeated. That's all I gotta say. All right, let me get out this chat room because we gotta be done. Here we go.
Ripped the wood off, Jimmy the door. I think it was the drug addicts.
I mean, we have issues on the street.
Yes, sir.
More towards the 900
Understood.
block.
Understood.
So this is like the first time in like a minute that I've ever
Okay.
been called out here.
Yeah.
See, this is the first time in a minute that I've been called out here. This is the police officer. Umar called the police on these kids.
We ain't had no issues. We haven't had any issues since 2021.
Okay, he's lying right there. There was an issue a couple of months before this. Do you guys want me to pull it up? Hit the 1. I can pull it up for you guys. I can pull it up now. Yeah, I know I can pull it up. I see a couple of ones in here. Okay. East B said, oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. It's Miranda's birthday today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all sing along. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miranda. Happy birthday to you. Focus! All right, happy birthday, Miranda. All right, I told you I was singing happy birthday. Let's give a birthday wishes to Miranda, because that's what we do in the Cookie Crush chat. Happy birthday. All right. Happy birthday. I saw somebody put that in there. Happy birthday, to be more precise. All right. Ty says, can you put a Umar rap into Tupac? No, I can't, because I did it recently, and if I do it too much, then it's like a thing where the YouTube algorithm thing, it becomes a problem. So I just did it recently. I can't do it too much. I got to be careful when I play that. Thanks for the super chat, though, Ty. What you got on there? The most valuable NBA teams for 2025. That can't be the top of the list. 9.4 billion. Oh no, is that true? You got the Golden State Warriors at 9.4 billion, and the Knicks followed by the Lakers. Hold on one second. I don't mean to get both off, but what is the most what is the word? What is the most? I'll just put valuable. It's probably because they built that new stadium arena. That's probably why. Valuable NBA franchise in 2025. I like stats. That's why when I saw that. Yes, the Golden State. I did not know that. They're valued at 11 billion on here. Lakers are ranked second with the value of 10 billion. Okay. Yeah, so this is updated. New York Knicks coming in third now with 9.75 billion. Okay. Yeah, I'm tripping. All right, I just have to check because I like stats and stuff like that. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna get to all the other super chats too. Let me finish this up so we can wind this down. So this is Umar. He's talking with the police officer. I'll let it play to the end. Here we go.
Yes, sir. Understood.
So this is like the first time in like a minute that I've ever
been
called out here.
Yeah, we ain't had no issues. We haven't had any issues since 2021. I want to say.
No, that's not true.
And then all of a sudden I leave for 30 days and I'm back, and the children have found out it was open because they've been running around in there. So I don't know when it had to happen within the last 30 days.
Gotcha.
You know, because 302.
302. What are you talking about? Maybe he got another phone or something. Anyway, that's the video. But I just want to play this. In fact, though, you guys want to give me a second, because what I need to do. Let me open up Premiere Pro. Yeah, this is going to take a second because I'm going to have to export this, everybody, if you guys don't mind. Is there something else you guys want me to pull up in the meantime, though? Let me know. There is one other video, too, when he was up here, but he called the police on these kids, and he threatened to call the police. There's one other video. Let me pull that one up. But there's something else y'all want me to pull up, I'll do this. Let me know.
Okay.
Okay, I already played
Harlem,
this.
the largest black organization in modern history.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
This school is going to be named after Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey as soon as we can stop people from vandalizing the school that we're trying to fix up.
Wait, how long is it going to take you to fix this?
Well, that school is done over there, little brother. The elementary school is ready.
He lying. See that? Lying to these kids. How long is it going to take to fix this? You guys see this guy? Someone said the video of the older woman. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me see if I can find that one too. Oh my God, that was crazy. And I know I do have that as an intro too, though. Let me see if I can pull that one up. Let me see. I know I have that as an intro video. Yeah, I don't know if this is the full version though. Let me see. Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you so much. No. We all finished here today.
We finished today.
We are going to thank Dr.
Queen Mother, I got to give my quote from Frederick Douglass.
Go right ahead with Frederick Douglass. I'm sure that he would love to be quoted.
All right.
Thank you so much. Go right ahead.
All right. Don't disrespect me, Queen Mother.
No disrespect.
All right?
No disrespect.
Don't do that now, because I respect you as an elder.
We're calling on the ancestors to be here with us today.
Let's be respectful.
Go right ahead.
Frederick Douglass said, if there is no struggle, there is no progress.
Okay, yeah, I don't have the whole thing right here, though. I apologize. I could find it, but what ends up happening is Umar he starts yelling, and he's yelling, directing all at that lady, and they had been trying to get him off the stage for a really long time, and he just kept talking because he does that. He'll bum rush the stage and act like he's the most requested scholar and that he's the keynote, but he wasn't even invited. It's just someone who was there actually got him an opportunity to come up on stage, someone that he knew. And he kept talking and talking and talking. And then ultimately, she was trying to have other people. He's done this before, too. Breonna Taylor, the thing, that's the crazy one, because he was going on, lost his voice. But they have been trying to get him off of the stage. And that's what Umar does. He bum rushes the stage. He keeps talking and running his mouth. They try to get him off. And then finally, this sister came up there. There's other people that tried to get him off, too. And she was able to G-check him. And then he ended up getting up off the stage. I wish I could find I have it. I know I have it. But I would have to find... I would have to know what month it is. I think this was 2024. Let me set this other thing up because I got to export this video, and then I'll see if I can find the full version. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find the full version now. So I'm going to go to 2025. No, I'm going to go to 2024 because I think that's when this happened. I'm fairly certain that it's in 2024. And let me just look in this folder and see if it's in. No, I don't see it yet. Yeah, I still don't see it. Yeah, see, he was in the mama closet a lot in 2024. After Lenon came and spilled the beans, you don't see him in the mama closet no more. Yeah, I'm not seeing it in. Oh, I got the video where that white guy came up there, though. Y'all remember that? I should pull that when I export this. Yeah, I'm still not seeing it in here. I know I have it because we played it over and over again. It was crazy. Yeah, it's not coming up. Let me put this on while I find this. And watch how Umar addresses this white guy up there.
All right, it's all right. But one time.
How's everybody worked on?
Stop trying to do God's job for God. You wasn't sent here to do God's job for God. The Almighty didn't send you here to be his tutor. The Almighty didn't send you here to be his mentor. The Almighty didn't send you here to tell him whether or not he's doing right or wrong. You can interpret God's consciousness. Your human consciousness isn't great enough to comprehend the great incomprehensible, brothers and sisters. Your job is to survive this life as best you can. Fulfill your mission, your purpose, and your destiny, your MPDs, as best you can. Get off the suicide track and get on the revolutionary track. A lot of you don't have a purpose.
Right here. Yeah, that's Umar.
All right now.
Okay, I'm almost done.
Excuse me, I have an interruption. We have a visitor.
A visitor? A visitor, huh?
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Nothing, man. I just want to pay my respects.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's everything?
All right, all right.
I've seen you before. I've seen you down here, and I
Appreciate
respect what you do.
Appreciate
I love
you,
what
bro.
you do.
Thanks for the love.
I just, you know, obviously, I know, you know.
It's all right. It's all right. Talk to the people one time.
Obviously, you know, I'm white.
Everybody doing today, I just want to just say what Dr. Umar is doing is a great thing, and I always vouch for Dr. Umar. I'm down here in Wilmington. I'm a landlord down here. I do all Section 8 rentals.
Powerful.
I work with people down here, and everybody wants to talk shit. Everybody wants to talk bad on the school.
Yes.
The school is right here. I always tell people it's right on 17th Street, 623 East 17th, right down here in Wilmington, Delaware. It's being worked on.
Yes,
and if you want to contribute to it, it's right here. It's real.
Right.
It's legit. It's not a scam. People think it's a scam.
Yes,
People want
sir.
to talk shit. It's real.
Yes,
and it's
sir.
a lot of work.
Yes, it
People
is.
think it's just easy. Oh, why can't you just open the school? It's a lot.
Okay, listen, I'm busy with something else, but listen, white boy, you know what the fuck you talking about. Mind your business. I'm busy. I'm trying to export. I'm exporting it right now, but white boy, cut it out. People want to talk shit. Man, listen, white boy, let me say something to you right quick, homeboy. You up here under Umar's skirt up here trying to get brownie points. Let me stop. I apologize. Let me stop. You trying to get that black card. I get it. You want to be down. I want to be down. That's going to sing it. Because you shucking and jiving for Umar. You know that's a damn shame. When you see the white man shucking and jiving trying to be down like that. Cut it out. Now, let me tell you something about black people. We're an accepting people. If you want to be down, just be you. But don't go shucking and jiving for Umar. Cut it out. Y'all won't talk shit. I know one thing. He ain't sexually exploiting your white women. He ain't doing that. He ain't financially taking advantage of your white women, homeboy. Now, he's married to a black woman, and good for him. But don't try to use that as somehow that gets you in where all of a sudden you can talk crazy. Because you can't. You talking crazy. See, sometimes people get too comfortable. They just be getting too comfortable.
A lot of work.
Yes,
this
it
is
is.
an abandoned building
Yes, it
that
is.
he bought down here. Had to pay a ton of back taxes. I did my research, Dr.
Yes, sir.
Umar.
Yes, sir.
It's legit. It's real. The school's going to open. It's being worked on, and it's going to be a great thing for the people in this community.
Appreciate it.
Listen, if you don't stop, I did my research. You ain't done no research. You ain't done nothing. You just glazing. That's all. Because you want to be down. You want to kick it. Just like that other guy that came out that said he was Umar Johnson. He said he was Umar Johnson's son. It was a white boy. I said, sometimes y'all be taking it too far. Y'all think we take it too far to quit that. Sometimes I'm sorry, y'all, listen, y'all need to cut it out. I did my research. Here looking like a leprechaun. Cut it out. Now, I gave you some grace the first time I watched this, did not, but this second time I ain't playing. I forgot about this foolishness. And also, he's gonna start sniffing and blinking. And Umar has 6 degrees. Also, and he's the most requested scholar. No, Jonathan, that's not Umar's lost brother. Cut it out. What's his name then? Okay, because Umar's Jermaine. What would his brother's what would his white brother's name be? And I'm only counting him because he's talking shit. Okay, and it's not his place. It's just not. Chad, listen, Chad. This chat room is. Listen, Tremaine. Joy, listen, Joy. Jeremy. Listen, Jeremy. Listen, Hobbit, Jeremy. See, you want to play. You want to play games. I could go in. You guys know I'll be trying to hold myself back. Jerry. Listen, Robert. All right, let me get out of here. Oh, no. Jeremiah. Oh, my God. Williams. Can you He up here talking about, hey, Umar, can you pass the Grey Poupon so I can put it on my chitterlings? You know, because I love chitterlings. Sometimes I eat chitterlings in the dark. Listen, Brad, cut it out. All right. And out of all teams, he got the Boston Red Sox shirt on. Let me get up out of this chat room. I know it is Lakers 4383. Ain't nothing like the good. It's undefeated. Okay. Listen, Dell. Okay, let me get out of here. Okay. Someone called him Trevor. All right, let me get up out of here. That's it. up here looking like a broke Brett Favre. Cut it out. No, the real talk though. He has a Haitian wife. She's real pretty too. So he did good. And once you go black, you can't go back. And he does very well in real estate stuff. But to see him shucking and jive for Umar, it's unacceptable. All right. Let me export this. I should have exported already. It's going to take about on my computer take about 20 seconds. I'll be right back.
Everybody down here if you don't want to contribute to it, then hey, that's fine. But at least recognize that what he's doing and what he's trying to do is a great thing for everybody. And that's all I wanted to say. And I just wanted to respect.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you, bro.
I always wanted to donate, but I didn't know if I could donate.
Unfortunately.
No, cut it out. Cut it out.
Unfortunately, the donations is an all-African thing out of self-determination. You know what I mean?
I understand. I got guys that I could help work, though.
Okay. Well, when the time is right, we might call on them.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we might. Anyway, I'm going to leave it right there. So remember, real quick, we got to close this out now.
That school is ready. We
Umar was saying, he was talking about how there hadn't been any vandalism. Right? Remember, he had said that since 2020. Anybody remember what he said exactly? Was it 2020?
989-9858. No more questions about the school. I'm sick and tired of questions about the school. You don't donate anyway.
Yeah. Anybody remember what he said? I think he said 2020. Oh, since 2021. Okay, I'm gonna go with what Vlad the Dragon says right here. 2021. Okay, so if it was 2021 that's the last time that vandalism took place. Then let's go now here to 2025. So the video that we're watching right now is from June 14th. We're going to go to March 2nd of 2025. Okay, so it's about 3 months before Umar, the video that we're watching, where Umar says that vandalism hasn't taken place since 2021. All right, here we go. This is from 2025. I'm sorry, which one? I apologize. Hold on 1 second. I got to make sure I pull up the right one. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Here you go. And this was a big thing because Umar, he talked about this in 2025. And then he also talked about how he was going to get the police involved. And he also posted the ID of the individual who did this vandalism. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Hit the one. You see the mural? And if you look up there, you see how it's been defaced. See, and Umar is aware of this because he addressed this on his Instagram page. He did a video to address it too, if memory serves me correctly. But this just goes to show you how Umar, he's a pathological liar. He lies about a lot of things. He really does. And it's so unnecessary. Why not say that there was, and there was vandalism before that too, after 2021, before what we just watched. Remember that there was a rock that was thrown through a window. It's happened a couple of times, but it was one time it took place after 2021. The spray paint, right? That's vandalism too. Anyway, he lies so much, it's ridiculous. Okay, I think that's everything. Was there anything else I was supposed to pull up? I think that was everything. Someone that asked too, real quick. I'm gonna do these super chats, then we're gonna be out of here. Someone that asked me to play the video where Umar was walking across stage. I looked for it, late last night. I was trying to find. I could not find it. At a certain point, I had to give up because I just couldn't put any more time into try. This is an opportunity cost situation. I couldn't find it. And then someone that asked for the eighth of a jar. I couldn't find that either. But I'm going to check one other area on because I had migrated all my stuff, and I don't think I actually put that. I know where it would be. It would be with the block party videos. Let me just check real quick if it comes up. No, it's not. And then I would need to know what when the block party was, and which I think that was the second block party, right? Was that the second block parties? And I think that was in 2022. Let me see if it comes up under block party. Yeah, there's a lot of them that are coming up. There was a block party in 2022. There's Rico Jackson on this one. There's the wedding. Yeah, see, I would have to go through each one of these to find the exact one, and that would probably take too long. I think it's either this one or this one. Let me try this one real quick. Hold on one second, because some of that. Yeah, I think this is it right here. Okay, let me scroll through. Okay, here it is right here. I think this is it. So this was I believe this was the second block party in 2022. Here we go. Yeah, the bass player is getting it in though.
I've got an eighth of a job. I've got an eighth of a job. Every day my work is getting so hard.
I remember we were trying to. What's up, Jimmy? Oh, I thought that was Jimmy Jabberee. Last call. We were trying to figure out what they were saying, and we looked it up. It was eighth of a jar or eighth of a job. I can't remember now. It was such a long time ago. Yeah, you remember this? Boy, this block party was crazy because this is where Miguel Jackson, he was in one of these. Let me pull up Miguel right quick. He was getting it in though. People were trying to clown. I think he did a good job, all things considered. People were trying to hate on Miguel. Miguel, muy bueno. Muy bueno, muy bueno. ¿Cómo está? That's Brother Jose's cousin. It's not even coming up anymore. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I think it's because I think maybe he was in the previous. Was he in the first block party? I thought he was in the second block party. Let me see. But them block party videos was crazy. He was in. Yeah, he was. Here it is right here. He was. We called him Rico Jackson, but then I started calling him Miguel Jackson. Yeah, he was in the second block party too. Here we go. I'm gonna mute the music because he's doing Michael Jackson impersonation. Yeah, this is looking the man in the mirror. He did a good job in these bandos. I might have to do some music and overdub it and then have him dance. He's getting it in. Look at him. And she dancing like a Soul Train. People said, is that Rico? Yeah, that's Rico. Yeah, he did a good job. Okay, let me just play Eighth of a Jar one more time. Eighth of a jar. I've got an eighth of a jar. I've got an eighth of a jar. Every day my work is getting so hard. All right, yeah, boy, that was crazy. Simeon says eighth jars are designed specifically for storing 3.5 grams of wheat. I don't know if that's what they're talking about in the song though. I don't know. People can look it up. Let me see. Let me check something right quick. Song, because people were saying that it's an eighth of a job. Let me see. The song Eighth of a Job. Yeah, okay, so it's Eighth of a Job. This is not an eighth of a jar. But we thought they were saying jar. And the song Eighth of a Job most likely refers to the song 8 Hours, the official anthem of the 8-hour workday movement, written by I.G. Blanchard with music by Jesse Henry Jones and Umar Johnson. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, let me do this before we get out of here. Let me do all these super chats that I haven't gotten to, and then we'll be. I don't plan on live streaming tomorrow unless Umar goes live. We're all caught up, and so I don't plan on live streaming tomorrow. And if he live streams over the weekend, we might get together then. Thank you, Simeon, for the super chat. I appreciate it. And how do you know that too, by the way, sir? Let me stop. All right. Who was Saltine? Yeah, that guy. He's just tripping. He really was tripping. Just you're doing too much. You're trying to kick it. It's just not necessary because black people, we're accepting people. You ain't got to be like, just be yourself. They were very accepting. All right, thank you, Titi Vera. User says that's not true, Lenon. You always say I go too far. Yeah, I know, but you do go too far a lot. All right, let's be honest with you. Thank you, Titi. Okay, I got that one earlier. Thank you, Jonathan. Staff. Umar paid the man money to paid the man donation money to say that. I don't think so, because Umar was kind of uncomfortable when the guy pulled up on him. You can tell, and Umar didn't know how to handle it. He's like, "Oh, we got a visitor." He didn't say it was because you see how sedity Umar became and all prim and proper. He'd be talking all kind of mad shit about white people, but as soon as a white person stepped to him, all of a sudden oh yeah, that's Umar. Yeah, I don't think he paid him. I think that guy was trying to get clout. That's all. Thank you, Staff Music. YouTube says defending FDMG won't get you a sister Cletus. No, but he has a Haitian wife, and she's real pretty, so he did a fantastic job. Shout out to him on that. Yeah, good job, brother. Thank you, YouTube. Alicia became a new member. Thank you so much. There's been a lot of people going into the archive, watching a lot of the older videos, and I've been seeing comments and stuff like that. So we have hundreds of videos archived for members only. Thank you so much, Alicia, for becoming a member. Everyone else, too, is a member. I appreciate it. Nimi says, even the kids even know the school ain't coming. Yeah, you can tell the kids don't know who Umar is. Umar has to introduce himself, and they don't care either. They look at, to them, these abandoned buildings are abandoned buildings. It's a place to go play, hang out. And in this case, they were going inside and just how kids do stuff like that. And drug addicts do that too, right? Transients do that. Homeless people. I have a video where there's a woman sleeping on the steps. Don't make me pull that up. Because the people out there, they don't see this as being special, like it's a special project. Now, that white dude to get up there and try to act like it's special, but that's because he's clout chasing. But the people in that community, they don't see this as being anything extraordinary. They see it as another abandoned buildings, and they treat it as such. They throw trash out there. They even take shits out there. Kid you not. There's been quite a few videos where Umar's actually complained about it. I have one video where he went up there. There was all kind of stuff, baby clothes laid out, and he said a baby mattress or whatever he said. Then there was a bucket where they were urinating and defecating in. They don't see it as anything extra. So the kids, they go up there. It's just like a place to just hang out and kick it and play. That's it. It's not a school, like Umar said. See, if it was a school, those kids would be taught. They would be taught something. But Umar hasn't done anything up there. Nothing. Thank you, Nimi. Pull up the clip of him saying, yes, boss. No, because we're going to be here for another hour. I'd say we're going to do a short show. We almost had 2 hours. We got to close it out. Yeah. If you remind me next time we get together, I'll pull it up. Thank you, YouTube 5. Black Mara says, that's not mold. That's the ancestors militant manifesting through the drywall, my brother. No. These buildings they're rife with mold. And it's not just on the exterior. It's on the interior, too. The first time I saw mold that was serious, it was really problematic, was in the small gym. And someone had mentioned it to Umar because they were in there. It was the small gym, they had put bleach and fabulosa on the ground. They were trying to clean the small gym up, and there was no ventilation. Okay, there's no HVAC system, and lo and behold, in the back corner, there was black mold growing up the wall. And the guy was like, "There's black mold over there." We might say, "Yeah, we'll clean that up." It's gotten worse since that time. So what Umar did ultimately was he painted over that interior. There was no mold remediation that took place. None. He just painted over everything. Well, he did the same thing on the outside of the building, too. I mean, it's a major issue. It's a serious issue that needs to be mitigated. Umar hasn't done anything. There's no way that he's going to pass any inspection with that. Because when they go in, even if you can't see mold, they're going to test the air quality, and they're going to find mold spores. And that's the first step. And then they're going to start investigating. They can pull back from drywall, mold all back there. Who knows? They're going to see it on the exterior. If it's on the exterior, you best believe it's on the interior. Anyway. But Umar's going to blame the black contractors. He's going to blame the cookie crush. He's going to blame somebody. Thank you, Black Mario. Ty says, can you pull up Umar? Okay, yeah, I got this one earlier. What's up, Gamer Guy says, I truly do not understand how as a man, he has no shame yet for carrying this foolishness out for so long. Well, Well, for sure, Umar doesn't have any shame, because there's a lot of things that if he had shame and if he felt shame, again, he's a sociopath in my opinion. He would stop doing certain things, but I don't think it registers in his mind. He doesn't feel shame. He doesn't feel guilt. I think what he feels is I think what he probably feels is that he feels when he's attacked, when people criticize him, he feels attacked and then he just reacts. Okay, but it's not like he feels shame, because any person, if some, and especially people telling the truth, you would figure out, okay, what I need to do different. Okay, people they're talking about how I've been doing this for 20 years now, and I promised that the school is going to open in 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17. No shame, and he just keeps going with it. He's not conscious. He's just not conscious like that. So for Umar, I don't think that it registers in his mind that what he's doing. No, I think he knows that what he's doing is wrong. I just don't think he cares, and he doesn't have the emotional maturity level. And he doesn't have a slew of emotion that he can draw where he can say, hey, listen, this is shameful. I got to do something different. I got to do better than this. You guys look at Umar, everything he's done what he does and has done is mediocre. Everything. And it's unacceptable because he's still collecting money. If he stopped collecting money, okay, all right, go and live your life. But he's still trying to collect money, and he has no shame for it. And then it's been going on for such a long time. Right. Thanks again, my guy. And happy birthday to Miranda again. Also, let's make sure people, I've been praying for Seth. His brother passed recently, and we want to keep him in our thoughts and in our prayers as well. So Seth, he's been in the Cook Chat for a long time now. And he made the announcement yesterday, and we want to make sure that we keep him and his family in our prayers and in our thoughts. Okay. And then happy birthday, Miranda. Hope you had a wonderful birthday today. All right. I think, okay, we got this one, him calling the cops on the black kids. I think I'm all caught up in here. Could teach him to make fun. If I had kids, I would teach them how to make fun. No, I wouldn't do that. Okay. My kids, they know he's a scammer though. They've known for a long time. Did you cover the latest tour of FDMG? What tour do you mean? A latest tour? Where is this? I think you're talking about, there's a brother that went up there more recently. I think I have the video. I don't think we covered that video. We did cover the video from FamerTube that he did. He did a fantastic job. But there's another brother that went up there recently too. I don't think we covered that one. Thanks, James Dean, for super chat. Appreciate it. Black Wolf gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Black Wolf. And whoever received that, make sure you thank Black Wolf. Raisin has become Raisin Minez became a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is Beyond Mangy. This is from earlier. Okay, wait, I'm way behind inside the chat room. This is like 45 minutes ago. Okay, so I apologize. I'm trying to get caught up here. Thank you, Animi, for the super chat. Appreciate it. WC says, we'll be the, okay, I got this one. Okay, I'm all caught up now. Okay, unless there's other ones that just came. Oh, no, I'm not. Hold on a second. TD Veda. Yeah, we got this one too, right? He says no one's calling to notify him, but he doesn't have a team. Yeah, we got that one. There's the werewolf again. All right. The older paint. Okay, we got that one too. Here we go. All right. Okay, and I got that one. I got that one as well. Okay, there's just a couple more. Let me just do these real quick. Jermaine, a.k.a. Umar, needs some hard. Okay, I got that one. Since Umar passed out, we could call him King Kong of. Yeah, people were saying stuff like that when we first covered it, but I had to delete those because I wasn't sure exactly what took place. You know, I needed to find out exactly what, and then we still don't know. It's all alleged at this point. Although I totally believe Sister Mary Ann. But the thing is, we don't know how serious it is. So I didn't want to joke about that. And I've said it already. I'm on record that if Umar, if he is dealing with a serious health crisis, I'm going to discontinue doing live streams until I see that he's doing better. Okay. But he said that he's perfectly fine. I don't believe him. Okay. And I could be wrong about that, but I still want to be careful just in case. Okay. I think that's fair. Show some grace. Okay. That's at least I try to show grace. Right? But there were people who were saying stuff like King Kong conscious. Someone said something like, and I don't mean to laugh, but they said something like, yeah, he went to a conscious event and made it unconscious. Okay. All right. It's funny, but let's wait and see how this plays out. Okay. Thanks, Xavier, for the I appreciate it. Lewis X says he got man jaw. No more needs to be said. Yeah. Well, according to Lenon, Umar was talking about the man jaw, but we're not going to get into that right now. The smart, thank you. Looks like the smart Barbie says sabotage, yada yada yada. Yeah, that's Umar. It's always sabotage, and he don't say yada yada yada. He say yada yada yada. I don't know why, but that's Umar. Just like he say Uber. He doesn't say Uber. He say Uber. Thanks, smart Barbie, for super chat. YouTube says it's me. I drop off a shea butter at the Bandos Weekly. I think I got that one earlier. No, you don't. Cut it out. Fresh Face says he called the poop on them, the popo on them kids down from FDMG to the team. Yeah. It just goes to show you that Umar, all this rhetoric about the school to prison pipeline, he ain't about none of that. That's just what he says. He tells people. But you see how he interacted with them kids? You can tell he don't deal with children. He don't know how to talk to children. The children had no respect for him. And they didn't even know who he was. But if he had addressed the children with the level of respect, they would have respected him back. At least in most cases, that's what you got to know how to talk to children. He don't know how to do that. And then what does he do? He calls the police. He threatens to call the police on the kids. They leave, and he does call the police, and then the police shows up. So there's probably a police report filed somewhere. I mean, this guy, he's something, is a total hypocrite. Thanks, Fresh Face, for super chat. Appreciate it. This is from a long time ago. I apologize. Getting caught up here. How's it going, Holly B? Says, why would any black professional do any work for him? Because he says that they're all lazy and thieves and unreliable. He expects them to work for free. Yeah, and I have videos where Umar says that he wants the black people to work for free. He says, we'll if you work for free, I'll pay for the what is it? The materials, but I'm not going to pay for the labor. So he wants black people to do it for free, but then he turns around and throws black people under the bus at every given chance. Any opportunity he has to throw black people under the bus, he does it. And these are the same black people who want to help Umar, who have helped Umar, and some continue to help Umar. He's been more disrespectful towards his donors than anybody else. But instead of holding himself accountable as a man and saying, listen, I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm screwing up, or I'm messing up, and this is all, it's everything just shelved, I don't have a plan, he blames the black contractors. Someone said a long time ago, years before he even started to blame black contractors, that was what he was going to do. He was going to end up blaming black people, because that's what he always does. And then when the white boy comes up there, and I'll say the white boy comes up there, you see how Umar gets all sedity and prim and proper. He be talking crazy about white dude all the time, but as soon as that white dude step up, Umar, oh, we have a visitor. Okay. Yeah. And the truth be told, Umar's the one who's lazy, and Umar's the one who is a thief, and Umar's the one who's unreliable. FDMG. There you go. Thank you, Holly B. Lewis Suck says, black contractor forever, payment never. Okay. Yeah, you right about that. Thank you, Lewis Suck. Enterprise says he does all this tough talk, but looking parent. Yeah, he ain't got no street in him. Umar, when he's up there, he's afraid. But it's not just there. Whenever he's, because he just has serious paranoia issues. He be talking big and bad, but the truth is that he's a marshmallow. And he's always looking behind himself, looking over his shoulder when he's up there at these trap bandos. Thanks, Enterprise. And then let's see, Lil Sec also says it's like Umar never learned about periods and commas in school. His teachers probably passed out reading his nonstop paragraphs. He has a history of that where it's just run on. It's amazing, because I often wonder, not often, but there was a time where I thought about this a lot, especially when I started to research his degrees. How is possible that he claims he has 6, at most he has 5? How is possible that he even got through undergraduate, to be real with y'all? I don't see how. It's because his writing is deplorable. It's deplorable. Now, is it possible that back then he had it more together, where he can get things done, and then later on he just started falling off mentally and the intellect started to wane? Maybe that's what happened. But based on how he writes these days, and it just to me, I don't understand how it's possible that this guy, according to him, he picked up 2 undergraduate degrees. It's actually a double major, but he says 2 degrees. It's not 2 degrees, it's 1 degree. But he's the 2 degrees undergraduate, according to Umar. Let him tell it. 3 master's degree, and then a side D. I don't know. I don't see how it's with his writing is deplorable. Thanks, Lewis. Holly B gifted five members. Thank you so much, Holly B. Very kind of you. And for those of y'all who received those members, this was very early when we first started the show. Make sure you thank Holly B for being so kind and generous. I appreciate it. User 225 says cyber. Yeah, okay. Talking about rules of masculinity. Yeah. But you see Umar, I don't think Umar posted. I think that I'm going to tell you what I think, because I didn't tell people. I think it's one of the women that he deal with who thinks that she's the one. That's what I think, that posted that. Now, I could be wrong about that, but I'm speculating. But I think that that's what happened. That it was, and she's mad because Lene was on here yesterday telling some more Umar's business, and so she has access to Umar Johnson's Instagram. So she puts the thing together and puts it up there. That's what I think. And and really her issue is she feels like she's the one when she's not the one. She's one of many. Anyway, and it's triggering because you have Lene that dealt with Umar. See, anytime these women more women come out, there'll be more women that it just get triggered because they thought that they were the one. How's it going, Sequoia says, it's scary to think that Umar Johnson followers will conceal where he is, private event, and it isn't out to dinner and isn't out to dinner with the queen. Yeah. It is. But again, I kind of explained this yesterday, Sequoia. It's like a cult. You have the inner circle, and these are people that no matter what Umar does, they're gonna find an excuse. They're gonna find a way to excuse his deviant behavior. They're gonna protect him at all costs. They're part of, if we kind of go out a little bit here, expand out, they're part of the Black conscious space, but their loyalty isn't to Black conscious, Black conscious space, or to Black people for that matter. Their loyalty is to Umar. See, a person can't say that their loyalty is to Black people if they support someone like Umar, who's for decades now been exploiting Black people on different levels. You can't have it both ways. But their loyalty is not to Black people. It's not even to the Black conscious space. Their loyalty is to Umar Johnson, and that's why they're willing to conceal, the situation, that's the alleged situation that took place, and they don't want to put Umar in a position where he has to hold himself accountable. If you're out with a dinner with a queen, why not live stream? He live stream everything else. Why not put it all to? Why don't you silence all this? Well, I don't think that Umar was in a position to silence all this. I believe that Umar allegedly passed out. Thank you, Sequoia, for the super chat. Sweet D says triple neck versus triple shoulders on WWE Raw tonight. And I don't know, I don't have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know who triple shoulders is, triple showers versus triple. I don't know triple neck either. I got to go back to Junkyard Dog, Hulk Hogan, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. That's my era back then. Right? These new, I don't know who these do. Okay, thank you, sweetie, for being a member for 3 months. And then thanks again. Let me get to these last ones. Simeon, thank you so much for that super chat. Hey, Latoya, I ain't seen you in a long time. Hope you're doing all right. Latoya, she's been around for a long time. Yeah, but she was around when I was a broke bum. Bless your heart. But the Lord is good. I'll tell you that right now. The Lord is good. Thank you so much for the super chat, Latoya. Good to see you. Hey, Hassa, how you doing? Became a member again. Hope you're doing all right. I ain't seen you in a long time. I'll be worried about you and because I don't be seeing y'all. Hope you're doing all right. Shout out to Hassa, okay? One of the young OGs. We'll say it that way. User225 says, when will you have Malik Muhammad on? He's amazing. Yeah, I should put something together. I can't do it tomorrow because, I could do it tomorrow, but I was supposed to have a light schedule this week. I wish I could tell you guys more. It's nothing bad, but I wish I could tell you guys more. Yeah, and I haven't contacted him directly. I'll do it. It's just my schedule. It's been really, really difficult. The thing I struggle with the most is time. Time is my biggest struggle at this point in life. But I'll get him on at some point. He does a fantastic job. He's done a fantastic job because he has different levels of expertise. One of the things he has expertise is in construction, renovation, that type of stuff. So he has insights into the buildings themselves, but then also in particular the mold situation. He's done some fantastic work with information. Man, he's also been, I think he was on, was it Lady Luck? I think he was on her YouTube page as well. At least twice, if memory serves me correctly. But he does a fantastic job. Yeah, I'll try to get him on soon. Thank you, YouTube. Jonathan says those kids were thinking stranger danger tuned. Yeah, they don't know who Umar is, and you can tell how they respond to Umar. Then Umar, he don't know how to talk to children, so they went back at him. They ain't tripping off Umar. They probably saw him as just another person just walking through. He's not like the school principal. He's not a school psychologist. He just, to them, they probably just thought of him as just another Pookie walking through. One of these days, I'm gonna put up that video where there was a homeless lady sleeping on them steps. It was such a tragic situation up there. I have another video where there was a guy that was nodding out. You guys remember that? So these kids, they see Umar and they just think he's just part of all that. Doggone shame. Raised millions of dollars. And he ain't done not one thing. He ain't provided one service to them kids out there. Not one. In 6.5 years. It's about to be 7 years in February. We're almost done with October. November, December, January, in about 4 months. And he hasn't done one thing. He's thrown some parties, but that was for the old people. Talking about eighth of a jar and doing electric slide. Them kids ain't doing no, cut it out. Thanks, Jonathan. I'm going off. I'm supposed to do a short show. Sheree says, when he was on the last talk show, he said the floors were being finished. All he needs is a certificate of occupancy. Yeah, he did. He said that the floors were being done as if they were being done while he was being interviewed. No. See, if they were being done, he would have been up there and showed it to people. Just like if he didn't fall out and go unconscious, oh my goodness, he would just went live and told people. But not Umar. Remember, he said renovations were done in 2023. See, but that's just Umar. He lies. He makes up stuff on the spot. He said he need to apply to a certificate of occupancy. That goes back to 2023. He was saying the same thing. We're like over 2 years later. He still ain't even applied no certificate of occupancy. Thanks, Sharita, for super chat. Hassan says, I was in his live when he was cleaning the bathroom. Oh my goodness, that was horrible. One of the worst things I've ever seen with Umar. I was in a live when he was cleaning the bathrooms. He got mad at me because I was critiquing his lack of cleaning skills. Why y'all don't y'all stop doing Umar like that? Y'all be going up in it because see, if we go back and watch the video, you could probably tell us right when Umar went off, it was because of what you said. But that's Umar. See, Umar thought this is gonna be the last thing. We're gonna be out of here. Umar thought. Nimi says, "Go to bed, Lenon." I'm about to. I'll do a short live thing, real quick. So Umar thought that by cleaning these bathrooms, it was going to be a good look because it was going to give the illusion of progress. I've been talking about this for years, and then people would send him donations. But clearly, Umar does not know how to clean, and he definitely doesn't know how to clean any bathrooms. And it was one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen online, on YouTube, especially and coming from Umar. Now, I've seen some filthy stuff. We flipped the phone inside when he was in his apartment and talking about my fingers, this and all this stuff, and it was hoarded. So that was horrible. There's other examples of this, but that right there, it was over the top, and it totally backfired on Umar. Sometimes I wonder, what do he be thinking? He probably don't be thinking. But anyway, there was a point where Umar, he was cleaning, and he wasn't cleaning. He was spreading fecal matter all over the place, all over the building. And at a certain point, he just started getting real mad and got upset. It was probably you. Okay, I was wondering. Okay, thank you, Hassan. And I hope you're doing. Thank you for the super chat, and I hope everything's going well with you, a young lady. All right. Information man. What's up, man? Salute to Information man. Much respect. At the end is near for Umar. Yeah, I think so. I said this earlier. I don't think that this is going to go past another year and a half. I give this another year. So we'll get it in, and then at a certain point, I think that Umar, I'm specifically talking about the Wilmington, Delaware scam. He may pivot to something else, or he may move the scam someplace else and he may sell the buildings, or the building may get taken away from him. But I really don't see how this is going to keep going. There's no way. I mean, Umar, even physically, he can't keep up with this foolishness. There's no way. You know, and there's age and attrition. There's the fact that there's so many people who see him for who he truly is and what he truly is in 2025. The support isn't there like it used to be. The donations aren't there like it used to be. There's more critics of Umar now than there ever has been at any given point in all the years that I've covered Umar. The end is near, and I think Umar knows that. I think he knows that. Real quick, that's why we don't see Umar up there like we used to see Umar up there. That was a time where he would be up there relative. Again, it's not like he really should have been up there a lot more, but there was a time where he was up there a lot more consistently. Some of you guys remember that. And it was more like he was bragging, you know, yeah, we're doing this and we're blah, 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 2019, 2020. By the time we get to 2021, he started falling off. 2022, he started falling off. 23, he throws some block cards that got people excited. 2023, 2024. Then now we're in 2025. You know, last year too, he wasn't up there all that much. But I think because he knows it's not, and it was never viable, it was never sustainable. And at this point, Umar knows he's already defeated with this. And that's why I'm saying Cook Quartet's undefeated, but Umar, he's defeated on FDMG. He knows that. He doesn't even talk about it with the same vigor that he used to, because he knows that the end is near. All right, thank you, Information man. Salute, sir. Hassan also said, he said, good thing I don't live, I live to please you, my queen. Why you do Umar like that? I would pull it up. But it's just that I don't want to pull up the poop and all that stuff. Plus, we're supposed to have a short show. Okay, this really we still did 2 hours. Okay, that's not short, but it's not, you know. Anyway, thanks, Hassan. Why you do Umar like that, poor guy? All right, and then and salute Hassan. Like I said, I hope everything's going well with you. And then user 225 says, hot take, Toilet Tunde was one of the funniest streams. Yeah, it was. It was, but it was also one of the most disturbing. Okay. All right, we're going to end it right there. Thank you for the super chats. And everyone else, too, for sending super chats. I know I said we're going to do a short show, but it ended up being a little bit longer. The thing is, we can pull up videos after another, just do a live stream, but just pulling up videos, and we will be here for hours. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. I don't plan on live streaming tomorrow. I don't plan on live streaming over the weekend. I normally don't live stream over the weekend unless Umar goes live and he does something crazy. If he does, then we'll go live over the weekend. Just for the record, let me just check real quick to see if Umar. I know he's watching this right now. No, he didn't post anything though. Okay, I always got to go and check because he gets triggered, and he was triggered yesterday. And that was a topic for this show, at least the earlier part of this show. Okay, thank you guys again for tuning on in. I'm not going to do an outro. I just want to send you guys lots of love. Also, happy birthday again to Miranda. We want to also keep Brother Seth in our thoughts and prayers. He lost a brother, and we want to raise him up and his family for peace and healing. Okay, that's one thing I can say is that the Cook Church has a special place, and we take care of each other. You know, we do, and we treat each other very, very well. We have a good time in here. I look forward to hanging out with you guys. Umar's more like the jump off more than anything else, but it's special. Cook Quartet is special, so let's make sure that we send love, peace, and healing to Brother Seth as he gets through this difficult time. Okay, that being said, Cook Quartet, thank you so much. Thanks to the mods for handling business today. Thanks to everyone who sent the super chats. If you send the cash with the PayPal, thank you so much. And I'll talk with you guys very, very soon. And please enjoy the rest of the evening. Love y'all. Take care. Peace.